Hello YouTube, my name is Siddhant and welcome to my channel As with Sid. So in this video we are going to study about life processes. Clear? First chapter of biology class 10 CBSE. I hope you are doing well, and whether it's good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it may be, at what time you are watching. So without wasting any time, let's begin. And before I'm starting this video, let me tell you one thing. If any student are thinking that you are going to understand some advanced thing in this video, like some entrance point of examination, then you may skip this video. This is only for NCERT. I repeat, only for NCERT and CBSE board examination. Clear? It's not in detail advanced things. Complete NCERT you will get it. Line by line, complete NCERT. Clear? So I'm trying to give my best both in Hindi and English, but my Hindi is not good as you can expect. But anyway, I'll try to make you understand. Okay? So let's start. So this chapter is basically start from 7 fundamental characteristics of all living organisms. Whether you are going to know about someone is alive or not. Clear? अगर किसी के बॉडी में कोई मूवमेंट हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ भी, right? So this is kind of mnemonics. Mrs. Green. Okay? So M stands for movement, R stands for respiration, S stands for sensitivity. That means आपको कोई सेंस है या नहीं है, right? ग्रोथ, अगर आप किसी के बॉडी में ग्रोथ हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, वो भी एक काइंड ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है. आर स्टैंड्स फॉर रिप्रोडक्शन. क्लियर? एंड इट्स अ चैप्टर, पर्टिकुलरली चैप्टर नंबर 3 यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी. नाउ ई स्टैंड्स फॉर एक्सक्रेशन, जो हमारा नेचर कॉल वगैरह होता है, 1 नंबर 2 नंबर. एन स्टैंड्स फॉर न्यूट्रिशन. क्लियर? इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ स्मॉल नेमोनिक्स टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड whether somebody is alive or not. Clear? But there is a controversial question. It is clearly mentioned in NCERT. That is virus. Okay, so do not show any molecular movement. So viruses, they don't show any kind of molecular movement. Then how can you say that are they alive or not? Unless until they infect some cell, unless until they inject to any cell, we cannot decide that whether they are alive or not. That's why it's a controversy is going on till now. Okay, that's the scientist part. That is not our job. Okay. Now coming to actual parts of life processes. So living organisms are well organized structures. They can have the tissues, have like cells, and cells have small components in them, and so on like that. So when you talk about life processes of a well organized organism, they must have some tissues. Okay, and the tissues have some kind of specialized shells, and they do some specific functions like that. Okay, now coming to next part. If orders break down, अगर कोई भी ऑर्डर ब्रेक डाउन हो रहा है, राइट, जो प्रॉपर ऑर्डर में है वो अगर ब्रेक डाउन हो गया तो क्या होगा? द ऑर्गेनिजम्स विल नो लॉन्गर, मार्क माई वर्ड, द ऑर्गेनिजम्स विल नो लॉन्गर बी अलाइव. वी कैनॉट से दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज अलाइव. क्लियर? बिकॉज इट हैज टू बी अ प्रॉपर ऑर्डर. सो लिविंग क्रिएचर्स मस्ट कीप repairing and maintaining the structures. So here in this line particularly, if anything is actually happening in our body, we have to keep repairing it, we have to keep maintaining this kind of functions, and to maintain these functions, what are the processes required? That process is actually called life process. I'm going to that point particularly, hope you understand. Clear? So now all these structures are made up of molecules. जितने भी structures है भाई, वो किससे बना हुआ है? Molecules है. Clear? And must move molecules around all the time. That means these molecules completely should move in them or inside themselves. वो अगर नहीं मूवमेंट कर रहे तो हम कह सकते कि वो मर गए या फिर वो आदमी मर गया, right? That's why it is clearly mentioned, if orders breaks down, the organisms will be no longer alive. That's the point. Clear? Now, what are life processes? Now it is the actual conclusion part of life processes, means the starting conclusion part. Okay, the maintenance function of living organisms must go on even when they are not doing anything particular. अगर हमारे बॉडी में जो कुछ भी फंक्शन हो रहा है, अगर कोई भी आदमी सो रहा है ना, उसके अंदर जो भी ट्रांसपोर्ट हो रहा है या फिर कुछ भी फंक्शन हो रहा है, वो होना ही चाहिए. This function or this maintenance job has to go on. And who will do that, by the way? The processes. And those processes actually called life processes. And what are the life processes? अगर कोई भी टिश्यू मान लो या फिर सेल आपकी बॉडी में डैमेज हो गया, तो उसको रिपेयर करने के लिए आपको क्या चाहिए? एनर्जी चाहिए, राइट? वो एनर्जी आपको कहाँ से मिलेगा? फूड से मिलेगा। फूड कहाँ से मिलेगा? फूड सोर्स से, राइट? जो फूड सोर्स बाहर में है, बाहर मतलब एटमॉस्फेयर में है, ओके? जो एटमॉस्फेयर से आपको फूड मिला, बाहर से अंदर, अंदर मतलब आपके बॉडी के अंदर, ये प्रोसेस को हम बोलेंगे क्या? न्यूट्रिशन। तो न्यूट्रिशन हमारा पहला लाइफ प्रोसेस। ये जो फूड आपके अंदर में गया वो ब्रेक डाउन होगा, क्योंकि वो कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल है ग्लूकोज, राइट? क्योंकि जितने भी फूड मटेरियल है वो कार्बन बेस्ड मॉलिक्यूल है, बिकॉज वी आर लिविंग इन अर्थ, राइट? बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द कार्बन बेस्ड मॉलिक्यूल्स आर देयर, वी आर कंज्यूमिंग राइट नाउ. Okay, that is a separate thing we are going to discuss. Whatever the carbon based molecules are entering to our body, they must break down. In what presence they must be break down? Oxygen. Clear? And where you can get the oxygen? From atmosphere. I hope you understand. So by the breakdown of the glucose in the presence of oxygen, one process is actually occurring, that is called respiration process. So respiration is our second life process. ये जो फूड रेस्पिरेशन के थ्रू ब्रेकडाउन हो गया वो तो ट्रांसपोर्ट ही होगा भाई, राइट? उस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलेंगे? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. अगर कोई ज्यादा कुछ आपने खा लिया, मतलब कुछ फंक्शन में गए हो, कुछ खा लिया, तो सुबह तो नेचर कलिंग वगैरह होगा, 1 नंबर या 2 नंबर, राइट? उसके जो प्रोसेस हो गए एक्सक्रेशन. क्लियर? ये 4 हमारे बेसिक लाइफ प्रोसेसेस है. विदाउट दिस बेसिक लाइफ प्रोसेसेस इट इज मे बी इम्पॉसिबल और वी कैन से इट इज हार्ड टू सर्वाइव. So nutrition, respiration, transportation and excretion. So that's all about the life process introduction. It is clearly mentioned one line. The processes which together, मतलब ये जो 4 process together perform this maintenance. This maintenance मतलब जो हमारे बॉडी का एक पैटर्न है. They have tissues, tissues have cells, cells have smaller components and they should be keep repairing and they should maintain these structures. ये 4 आपस में मिल के ये लोग करते हैं. क्लियर? जब ये लोग मिलके ये सब करते हैं उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? लाइफ प्रोसेसेस. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पर्टिकुलर इंट्रोडक्शन बोर्ड. क्लियर? ओके, सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम लेट्स बिगिन आवर न्यूट्रिशन पार्ट. सो ईच लाइफ प्रोसेस वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इन डिटेल, सो स्टे ट्यून्ड, हैव सम पेशेंस. ओके, सो द बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस बाय व्हिच ऑर्गेनिजम्स यूज फूड एंड वाटर टू सस्टेन देयर लाइफ. जिस प्रोसेस में कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म फूड एंड वाटर को यूज करके अपना लाइफ सस्टेन करता है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? न्यूट्रिशन प्रोसेस. वन मोर टाइम, इट्स अ बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस बाय व्हिच एनी ऑर्गेनिज्म, मींस ऑर्गेनिज्म, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, राइट, uses the food and water to sustain their life. Sustain means functioning their life, to maintain their life. Clear? And particularly it involves like consuming, absorption of the food and utilization of that food, and from that food what you will get? Nutrients. One word just arrived at here, nutrients. Now what is the difference between nutrition and nutrients? One question may be asked you, न्यूट्रिशन और न्यूट्रिएंट्स के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस है? न्यूट्रिशन हमारा एक बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस है जो कि लाइफ प्रोसेस. न्यूट्रिएंट्स मीन्स जो कि हमें फूड से मिलता है, जैसे कि मान लो आप कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, फैट्स, विटामिन्स, मिनरल्स, वाटर, रॉ फेज, ये जो चीज है वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स. न्यूट्रिशन एक प्रकार का प्रोसेस है जिसके थ्रू हमें फूड बाहर से अंदर जाता है. क्लियर? ओके. नाउ the source of energy and materials is the food we eat. Now coming to the conclusion part of the nutrition, the source of energy, जिस फूड से हमें एनर्जी मिलता है, is actually the food we eat. जो फूड हम खाते हैं उसके अंदर ही हमें न्यूट्रिएंट्स के थ्रू हमें क्या मिलता है भाई? एनर्जी एंड मटेरियल्स. क्लियर अबाउट दिस पॉइंट? नाउ कमिंग टू वन स्टार मार्क क्वेश्चन अकॉर्डिंग टू एनसीईआरटी. हाउ डू लिविंग थिंग्स गेट देयर फूड? जो हम लिविंग थिंग्स के बारे में बात करें उनको कैसे फूड मिल रहा है? सो लिविंग थिंग्स गेट देयर फूड थ्रू न्यूट्रिशन, फर्स्ट पॉइंट, एंड व्हिच फॉल्स इनटू 2 मेन कैटेगरीज. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो लिविंग थिंग्स है उनको कैसे फूड मिलता है, जो प्रोसेस है उसको एक्चुअली हम कहेंगे क्या? न्यूट्रिशन. वो एक्चुअली टू कैटेगरी में लाई करता है. पहला कैटेगरी होगा ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन, दूसरा होगा हेटरोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन. यहां पर एक मैंने पॉइंट लिखा है ACR, वो आपको बाद में बताऊंगा. अभी पहले शुरू करते हैं ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन. क्लियर? सो ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन मीन्स एक्चुअली द ऑर्गेनिजम्स मीन्स व्हिच ऑर्गेनिजम्स? द ऑटोट्रोप्स ऑर्गेनिजम्स. Synthesize means they can react by using some kind of substances. Which kind of substances? By simple inorganic materials. Those organisms can synthesize their own food. वो अपना खाना खुद बनाते हैं by using some simple inorganic materials. जैसे कि वो क्या क्या होगा? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. ये अगर प्रोसेस हो रहा है तो उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन. जिस प्रोसेस में कुछ ऑर्गेनिजम्स कुछ इनऑर्गेनिक सब्सटेंसेस को यूज करके अपना खाना खुद बना रहे हैं, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन. तो ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन जो हो रहा है उस प्रोसेस का नाम होगा फोटोसिंथेसिस. फोटो मीन्स सनलाइट, सिंथेसिस मीन्स रिएक्शन. ये कैसे हो रहा है अभी चलिए शुरू करते हैं. ये जो ACR है ना, ACR अभी इसका काम आएगा. ग्रीन प्लांट्स पर्टिकुलर जो एग्जाम्पल होंगे ऑटोट्रोपिक न्यूट्रिशन में, ग्रीन प्लांट्स एंड सम काइंड ऑफ बैक्टीरिया, दे यूज सनलाइट एंड क्लोरोफिल. टू थिंग्स, sunlight and chlorophyll. Sunlight we can get from sun during daytime, and chlorophyll, it's a green color pigment particularly present in the cell organelle. Which kind of cell organelle? Chloroplast. And where is the chloroplast actually lying? In the green leaves, or maybe leaves you can say. Clear? So inside the leaves one cell organelle is there, that is called chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, chlorophyll, the green color pigment, is actually present. So green plants and some kind of bacteria, they are using sunlight and chlorophyll to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose. That means they are consuming the carbon dioxide and water as their inorganic matter. From where they are actually consuming? From the atmosphere. And after consumption of all these things, they are converting into carbohydrates. And this carbohydrate is actually your food. Actually your food means actually green plants food. Clear? Okay. So for their energy. So now let me tell you what is actually happening at here. The 3 points I have written ACR. So due to less space, I have written a mnemonics for you, ACR. Clear? A stands for absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. So who will absorb the light energy? Chlorophyll. Where is chlorophyll located? In leaves. Clear about this point? So first point, during photosynthesis, absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Second point, conversion of that light energy into chemical energy. जो लाइट एनर्जी आपको मिला हुआ है किससे? सन से. वो लाइट एनर्जी किस में कन्वर्ट होगा? केमिकल एनर्जी, बिकॉज इट्स ए केमिकल रिएक्शन, इट्स मींस बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस, राइट? एंड आफ्टर कन्वर्शन ऑफ light energy into chemical energy, the water you must have got from the surroundings or from the roots, okay? And those water molecule will split up. If water will split up, it becomes hydrogen and oxygen. Now focus on to this reaction. This is clearly NCERT reaction, okay? So 6Cl2 plus 6H2O, but actually in NCERT it is written 12H2O. If you want to write 12H2O, just add 6H2O on the other side. This reaction is also okay, but let me tell you this particular segment. First point, absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Second point, conversion of light energy into chemical energy, and splitting of water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. Now let me tell you, focus at here. Here hydrogen and oxygen is there in the form of water. When they will split out, this hydrogen will comes to this carbon dioxide. That means in this carbon dioxide molecule, carbon is there, oxygen is there. If hydrogen is separated from here, if it will enter into this compound, it becomes COH, because in carbon dioxide already C is there, O is there. If hydrogen will jump to this particular place, it becomes COH. It's become a new complex. So shortly we are telling CHO, where C is 6, hydrogen will be 12 and O will be 6, and this complex is nothing else, it is our carbohydrates, or else we can say glucose. Clear? So the second point is completed, conversion of light energy into chemical energy and splitting of water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. So when hydrogen is combined with carbon dioxide, it becomes glucose, and oxygen will be separated out like that, 6O. Clear? The second point itself represents the third point, R. R stands for reduction of carbon dioxide. So when hydrogen is getting added to carbon dioxide, the process is called as carbon dioxide or reduction of carbon dioxide. Sir, how did you say that reduction is there? Because in chemistry chapter number 1, the reaction says that oxidation and reduction. Oxidation means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Reduction means, whereas it is actual opposite one, addition of hydrogen. So here who is added? Hydrogen is added to carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is getting under reduction or under reduced. The last point, R stands for reduction of carbon dioxide to form glucose. This is the 3 points and highly essential mechanism points under photosynthesis. Completely based on NCERT notes. You can check in your NCERT textbook also. It is there on the right side of the picture of chlorophyll or something else. You will get it, this kind of notes. Absorption of light energy, conversion of light energy to chemical, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. Clear? Now that's all about the autotrophic nutrition. Now coming to heterotrophic nutrition. Exact opposite, nothing else. Here the organisms use their own food by themselves by using some kind of inorganic materials, and here organisms means what will be they called as heterotrophs. Here organisms autotrophs, here heterotrophs, and they cannot make their own food. वो लोग अपना खाना खुद नहीं बना सकते. किसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है? किसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है? ऑटोट्रॉप्स. जो ऑर्गेनिज्म खुद बनाते हैं खाना उसके अंदर उनके ऊपर वो डिपेंडेंट है. क्लियर? So organisms or heterotrophs cannot make their own food and depend on autotrophs. Clear about this point? And other organisms for their energy. Clear? So here they can prepare their own food. That's why they can make their own energy. And here they are dependent on somebody, but they can make their energy. Clear? But this is also 3 types. One is your holozoic, one is your saprophytic or saprotrophic, one is your parasitic. Shortly I'll tell you. It's very interesting or very easy, you can say. First one is your holozoic. Holozoic means actually, what do you know? They take in whole food actually. First of all, if any food is there, they'll just take it into inside and break it down inside their bodies. They'll just take the whole food like we people. Individuals के बारे में बात करते हैं. जैसे कि मैं खाना खा रहा हूँ, right? The whole food I just take it into my body through my mouth and chewing it and crossing it, clear? And then break it down inside the bodies. अगर ऐसे कोई न्यूट्रिशन हो रहा है तो उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? होलोजोइक. First of all, that is a heterotrophic, but under heterotrophic specifically it is called as holozoic. तो इसके अंदर जो एग्जाम्पल है HCO, it's also small mnemonics. H stands for herbivores, जो कि शाकाहारी जैसे कि मैं. C stands for carnivores, जैसे कि नॉन वेज वाला एनिमल्स होंगे. O for omnivorous, जैसे कि आप लोग सब खाते हो, राइट? Omnivorous, herbivores, carnivores and omnivorous. Along with that, amoeba is also one of the example, comes under holozoic. Holozoic means what? They have to take the whole solid material into their body and then breaks down. That is called holozoic. Now coming to saprotrophic or saprophytic. This is quite interesting. Feed means वो खाना खाते हैं, बोल. Clear? Feed on dead and decaying organic matter. जो मरे हुए सड़े हुए वो लोग, right? Feed on dead and decaying organic matter by breaking it down outside their bodies. पहले वो ब्रेक डाउन कर लेंगे आउटसाइड, उसके बाद वो इनसाइड लेंगे, मतलब डाइजेशन के लिए वो अंदर ले लेंगे. उसके अंदर एग्जाम्पल आता है फंगाई या फिर ब्रेड मोल्ड्स. बाकी सारे भी एग्जाम्पल्स है, तुम ये 2 एग्जाम्पल याद रख सकते हो, फंगाई एंड ब्रेड मोल्ड्स. नाउ कमिंग टू पैरासाइटिक. ओके, genuinely telling, 1 mark question it may ask you in your school examination. Parasitic, because that's kind of important thing. It is organisms live inside or on another organisms. अगर कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म हमारे बॉडी के अंदर है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? पैरासाइटिक ऑर्गेनिज्म. मीन्स they are not killing us, they are simply taking the nutrient from us. The example will be like lice, leech, and one of the most important example, that is cuscuta. Cuscuta is actually Ommerbell. It's a biological name, Ommerbell. You can say which kind of plant? Climbers type, climbers. Clear? वो खुद के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है, वो दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. I mean, without killing the host, they are getting the nutrients. They are called parasitic mode of nutrition. Clear? It is clearly mentioned. Organisms live inside the another organism or on another organism depend upon, derive their food. जो वो लोग खाते उसमें से थोड़ा सा वो ले लेंगे अपने सर्वाइव के लिए, डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम देयर होस्ट मीन्स जो जिसके अंदर वो लोग होंगे, विदाउट किलिंग दैट मीन्स वो लोग उनको नहीं मारेंगे, सिर्फ उनका फूड थोड़ा सा ले लेंगे. क्लियर? जैसे कि क्रैब्स यू कैन से लाइक द क्रैब सिस्टम इज गोइंग ऑन. क्लियर? नाउ कमिंग टू स्पेशल पॉइंट, स्टोमाटा. Stomata are the tiny or microscopic pores present on the surface of the plant leaves or the stems. They looks to be very tiny, small pores we can say, and are particularly present on the leaves. They will be called as stomata. Now coming to structure of stomata, highly essential. First point, guard cell. This is actually from class 10 point of view, and the remaining 2 points is not so necessary, but the first one is highly essential. The structure of stomata, first point, guard cell. They control the opening and closing of stomata. When the stomata will open, when the stomata will be closed, will decide the guard cell. The guard cell will regulate the opening and closing of stomata. Whenever the water will enter to the guard cell means enter to the stomatal pore, the guard cell will become swell up, golu molu, swell up. Clear? Then it becomes, we can say, endosmosis process. Endo means enter, osmosis means transfer of water from outside to inside, endosmosis. Now closing of stomatal pore, when water will be lost by the guard cell, it becomes shrink, sukardana. Clear? Shrink. So we will control by the way guard cell. Now coming to subsidiary cells, it will surround the guard cells and provide also structural support. It is actually supporting to guard cell, kind of subsidiary cell, accessory part of cell you can say. Now coming to stomatal pore, this is important. The actual central opening through which the gases and water vapor pass. Because from this point you are going to understand the main functions of stomata. First function, gases exchange, whether it's oxygen and carbon dioxide, how they basically exchange each other. That is the first point. Second one, transpiration. Transpiration means loss of water in the form of vapor from the aerial parts of the plant. That is called actually transpiration. So in दो चीज में जो main work किस में है? Stomata में. Clear? So far you have understood about the nutrition. How do the living things get their nutrition food? Clear? And of course 2 types of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Then under heterotrophic 3 things are there, that is holozoic, saprotrophic and parasitic. And here the special point under photosynthesis, that is ACR. And one more special point, let me tell you, for the desert plants, because they don't do these kind of things usually due to their climatic condition. So they function actually through an intermediate that is called malic acid. I'll provide the short notes below the description. Hope you understand on that particular segment. Clear? So I hope you understood this particular board. Now the next segment is about human digestive system.